Welcome back to Top 10 South Africa, the channel where we uncover the most beautiful, inspiring, and unforgettable places across Mzansi. In today's video, we're exploring the top 10 most beautiful cities in South Africa, a list that goes beyond just skylines and beaches. These are cities where natural scenery, culture, and character come together to create something truly special. From mountain-backed metropolises to tranquil coastal gems, each destination on this list offers its own unique charm and breathtaking views. When we talk about beauty here, we're talking about the full experience, the way a city feels at sunset, the colors of its architecture, the streets lined with trees or framed by the ocean. If you love discovering the heart and beauty of South Africa, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, drop us a comment, and share it with your fellow travelers. And remember, watching ads helps support the channel. So thank you in advance for letting them play. Now let's count down the most beautiful cities in South Africa and see which one takes your breath away. Number 10, East London, Eastern Cape. Tucked along the golden shores of the Eastern Cape, East London may not always be the first name that comes up when you think of South Africa's most beautiful cities, but those who've been know, this coastal gem holds a quiet, natural charm that's impossible to ignore. From the sweeping curves of Nahoon Beach to the tranquil banks of the Gonaby River, East London is a place where the beauty of the ocean meets the rhythm of a laid-back city. The architecture may be modest, but the landscape is anything but. There's something profoundly calming about walking along the esplanade as the sun rises over the Indian Ocean. Fishermen casting their lines, surfers catching the first waves, and dog walkers sharing warm greetings as the city slowly wakes. The palm-lined roads of Beacon Bay offer views that rival any coastal city in the country, and the wooden boardwalks of Gonaby Beach lead you to lookout points that feel like they belong in a travel magazine. The surrounding landscape is rich with indigenous forests and rolling dunes, and just outside the city limits, the wild coast beckons with its rugged cliffs and unspoiled beaches. For many locals, beauty here isn't just in the scenery, it's in the people, the sense of community, and the unhurried pace of life. East London may be small by city standards, but its heart and its beauty are immeasurably large. Number 9, Port Elizabeth, Eastern Cape. Known affectionately as the Friendly City, Port Elizabeth offers more than just warm smiles. It delivers some of South Africa's most picturesque coastlines and urban landscapes. Positioned along the sweeping curve of Algoa Bay, the city offers mile after mile of pristine beach, with the likes of Kings Beach, Hobie Beach, and Sardinia Bay, drawing sunseekers, swimmers, and surfers alike. The city's skyline is modest, yet charming. Low-rise buildings, historic structures like the Donkin Reserve Lighthouse, and tree-lined streets give it a distinctly relaxed and welcoming atmosphere. From the Donkin Heritage Trail, visitors are treated to panoramic views of the ocean meeting the city, a moment many describe as unexpectedly breathtaking. But Port Elizabeth's beauty doesn't stop at its coast. The city is also the gateway to Addo Elephant National Park, one of the few places on Earth where you can see the Big Seven, including whales and sharks in one region. Early mornings bring a hazy light over the bay, and on quiet afternoons, dolphins often dance just beyond the waves. For locals, the beauty of Port Elizabeth is found not only in its vistas, but in its rhythm. A perfect blend of beach town ease and big city convenience. It may not shout for attention, but it leaves a lasting impression on all who visit. Number 8, Stellenbosch, Western Cape. Stellenbosch is more than a university town. It's a masterpiece of cultural heritage, natural elegance, and refined living. Located in the Cape Winelands, this city is surrounded by majestic mountain ranges and sprawling vineyards that shift in color with every season. In autumn, they turn fiery red and orange. In spring, a lush and vibrant green. The town's architecture tells a story of time and tradition. Whitewashed Cape Dutch buildings with ornate gables line the oak-shaded streets, while cafes, art galleries, and wine shops create a European-style atmosphere that feels both relaxed and sophisticated. Visitors describe the experience as cinematic, sipping world-class wine under a blue sky with mountain silhouettes in the background and birdsong in the air. Whether you're cycling along back roads, browsing weekend markets, or just admiring the timeless beauty of the town's architecture, Stellenbosch feels like a city where every corner was designed to be photographed and remembered. Number 7. Bloemfontein, Free State. Often underrated and sometimes overlooked, Bloemfontein is a city that reveals its beauty slowly and deeply. Known as the City of Roses, it lives up to its name with public gardens, tree-lined avenues, and annual rose festivals that fill the air with fragrance and color. But Bloemfontein's charm goes beyond the floral. It is one of South Africa's most orderly and cleanest cities, with a classical urban layout that allows you to appreciate its architecture and scenery with ease. The city center is dotted with impressive sandstone buildings that speak of its rich judicial and political history, while neighborhoods like Westdean and Waverley offer tranquil green spaces and charming houses with wide verandas. Naval Hill stands out as a scenic highlight, with its panoramic views, White Horse Monument, and the only city planetarium in the country perched right at the top. It offers an old-world calm, a sense of pride, and a surprising amount of green space for a city in the heart of the Free State. It's not flashy, but it is consistently pleasant, and there's a distinct beauty in that simplicity. Number 6. Nelspruit, Mpumalanga. In Mpumalanga's lush lowveld, Mbombela emerges as a green and golden jewel. Surrounded by banana plantations, misty hills, and sun-drenched valleys, this small but dynamic city is blessed with one of the most naturally beautiful settings in South Africa. Mbombela's climate is subtropical, warm and humid, which gives the city a verdant, vibrant look year-round. The Lowveld Botanical Gardens, located at the confluence of two rivers, is a spectacular display of indigenous flora, waterfalls, and walking trails that immerse visitors in natural beauty. The city's layout follows the curves of the surrounding hills, making drives through neighborhoods like Sonheuvel and Steiltes an absolute visual treat. But it's Mbombela's proximity to the Kruger National Park that adds a layer of wild beauty to its appeal. From luxurious lodges to rustic campsites, the city feels like the last frontier before untamed Africa begins. Nelspruit is a city of contrast. Modern malls and conference centers on one side, rolling hills and game reserves on the other. That balance between progress and preservation is what makes it stand out so stunningly. Number 5. Pretoria, Gauteng. Climbing into the top 5 of South Africa's most beautiful cities is Pretoria, a city that proves elegance doesn't need to be loud. When Jacaranda season hits each spring, Pretoria transforms into a city of lilac dreams. The streets blush purple under a sky that glows with the soft light of early summer. Known affectionately as the Jacaranda City, this capital of diplomacy and academia has a quiet splendor that sets it apart from the chaos of its bigger neighbors. The beauty of Pretoria is in its balance, its ability to combine history and greenery, order and emotion. Grand landmarks like the Union Buildings don't just stand as symbols of political power. They crown the city from their hilltop, surrounded by terraced gardens. Neighborhoods like Waterkloof, Brooklyn, and Hatfield offer a distinctly charming urban experience. Leafy streets, colonial homes, and artisanal cafes. The Pretoria National Botanical Garden is another jewel, with its trails weaving through cycads, waterfalls, and wild grasses. But Pretoria isn't just for locals. Visitors fall for its peaceful pace, well-kept public spaces, and the way it manages to feel like a city and a village at once. It's a capital city without the harsh edges, and when the sun begins to dip behind the hills, casting a golden hue over the jacaranda canopies, it becomes clear why Pretoria belongs among the most beautiful cities in South Africa. Not in spite of its calm, but because of it. Number 4. Nisna, Garden Route. Nestled between the Outeniqua Mountains and the Indian Ocean, Nisna is a city that seems handcrafted by nature's most poetic instincts. The famous Nisna Heads, two dramatic cliffs that stand guard at the entrance of the lagoon, are among the most photographed natural landmarks in South Africa, and for good reason. But the beauty of Nisna goes well beyond the heads. The town itself curls around the lagoon, with marinas, waterfront apartments, and cozy restaurants creating a welcoming, coastal vibe. Paddle boats and ferries glide gently across the water, and on misty mornings, the whole area feels suspended in a soft dream. The nearby Nisna forest, dense, ancient, and rich with fynbos, offers a green sanctuary filled with hiking trails, waterfalls, and elusive wildlife. Small cottages are tucked away in the woods, and local legends of forest elephants still capture the imagination of visitors. For those who venture further, Brenton-on-Sea and Noetse beaches provide untouched wild ocean beauty, with castles built into the cliffs and waves that seem to carry a rhythm of their own. Nisna is serene, yet dramatic, peaceful yet full of life, a true sensory experience from forest to ocean and from town square to mountaintop. Number 3, Durban, KwaZulu-Natal. Durban's beauty is warm, bold, and alive. It greets you like a sunbeam, instantly comforting, vibrantly colorful, and impossible to ignore. This coastal city, hugged by the warm waters of the Indian Ocean, is where tropical landscapes meet urban energy. From the moment you step onto the famous Golden Mile, you're swept into a world of palm trees, sea breeze, and golden sands stretching as far as the eye can see. The beachfront promenade pulses with life. Joggers, surfers, street performers, and cyclists all weaving through a space where the city meets the sea. Addington Beach and North Beach are local favorites, not just for their surf, but for the magnetic sunsets that paint the ocean in orange and gold. But Durban's beauty is not only natural, it's cultural. From the brightly colored temples and Reservoir Hills to the historic mosques and spice markets near Grey Street, the city's diversity is both visual and sensory. The Moses Mabhida Stadium adds an architectural exclamation mark to the skyline, its massive arch stretching skyward like a symbol of ambition and grace. Night, the city lights shimmer against the coastline, and beachfront restaurants come alive with music and laughter. It's no wonder many visitors say Durban doesn't just appeal to the eye, it gets under your skin. There's a warmth in the people, a pulse in the air, and a tropical rhythm that makes even the most seasoned travelers fall in love. Whether you're admiring the city from the sky car at Moses Mabhida or simply watching the tide roll in from a beach towel, Durban offers a kind of beauty that's vivid, soulful, and utterly unforgettable. Number 2, Johannesburg, Gauteng. In Johannesburg, beauty is not just found in scenery, it's found in story. This is a city that has risen again and again from its own raw ambition. And yet, for all its concrete and steel, Johannesburg is surprisingly green. The city has more trees per capita than most global cities, and in the spring, it becomes a mosaic of purple as jacarandas bloom from Soweto to Saxonwold. From the hilltops of Northcliffe and Westcliff, the skyline of Sandton glistens in the distance, especially at twilight when the sun throws long shadows across the city. In neighborhoods like Maboneng and Melville, murals burst across walls, cafes spill onto pavements, and artists breathe new life into century-old buildings. Parks like Zoo Lake and Delta Park offer serene escapes, while Constitution Hill blends breathtaking views with profound historical meaning. Joburg's beauty is layered. It's in the contrast between an inner-city taxi rank and a rooftop cocktail bar, between a quiet West Dean Street and the buzz of Vilakazi Street. Visitors often say Joburg wasn't love at first sight, but by the third or fourth day, they're hooked. Because once you look past the noise, Johannesburg reveals itself as a city of light, color, energy, and soul. Number 1, Cape Town, Western Cape. And finally, standing at the summit of our list is none other than Cape Town, South Africa's undeniable beauty queen. Wrapped between mountain and sea, this city is a visual marvel at every turn. Table Mountain, with its iconic flat top, dominates the skyline and serves as a compass point for the entire city. Below, the Atlantic Ocean hugs the coast with sapphire clarity. From the trendy sands of Camps Bay to the raw, untamed beaches of Noordhoek, the colorful homes of Bokap, the cobbled streets of the City Bowl, and the bustling V&A waterfront all blend history with modern elegance. A short drive takes you along Chapman's Peak, a coastal road carved into the cliffs, offering one of the world's most scenic routes. And just beyond the city, vineyards stretch through Constantia, penguins waddle at Boulder's Beach, and the cliffs of Cape Point rise dramatically from the sea. Cape Town is a city of contrasts, beaches and winelands, skyscrapers and shacks, calm and chaos, all existing in a kind of natural choreography. Its sunsets are legendary, its people resilient, its vibe unmatched. There's a reason the world falls in love with Cape Town. It isn't just the most beautiful city in South Africa. It's one of the most beautiful cities on Earth. And there you have it, South Africa's most beautiful cities, each with their own signature look, their own rhythm, their own way of taking your breath away. From the golden hills of the Highveld to the forested coastlines of the Garden Route, this country offers not just scenic views but entire experiences. If you've been to any of these cities, let us know in the comments which one stole your heart. And if we missed a city you love, don't be shy. Share your favorites below. Until next time, keep exploring, keep discovering, and keep celebrating the beauty of South Africa. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch a few ads to support the channel. See you on the next adventure.